Hello, and welcome to Tracy's Crafty Creations, where I like to do beautiful home decor on a budget. So come on in, have a seat, let's have some crafting fun. So say hi as you come on. If the live button is not there, please put hashtag replay so I can know that you are watching after my live. That would be greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate you all being here today and watching my live, really. So let's see. So much going on today, I tell you. Hi, Estella. How are you, girlfriend? Good to see you. Thank you. I love it when you come on here. You always make my day when I see you. I know my friend is doing her live on Facebook right now, so she usually does her Tuesdays, and she's doing decoupaging napkins. I love decoupaging napkins. So are you all ready for the rest of this week? I know it's Tuesday, so we only have 3 more days to make it through. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had to do an emergency visit to the dentist yesterday, but all is well. All is well. Hopefully I won't have to see him again until next Wednesday when I do my fillings. But other than that, I am doing well. My puppy drove me crazy because it was windy and she was doing her anxiety thing, but it's all good. It's all good. Gave her a little medication. She's relaxing right now, so you know. Yes, my dog is on anti-anxiety medication. Hey, Michelle, my BFF Michelle is on. So what we're going to do, we're going to do the craft club. For anyone who does not know what the craft club is, usually this is the type of box it comes in. We know what that white box means. It's the craft club. For the craft club is basically a DIY kit in a box. Everything you need is in this box to complete a project. Every other month they switch it. One month it may be an ink project. The next week it may be a chalk project. With ink is usually on material and ceramic. The chalk paste is on hard surfaces, wood, MDF board, chalkboard, glass. That's what we use the chalk for. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's see what's in here. So we got some ribbon. It's wired ribbon. Really nice ribbon. So you got some ribbon. And this month it is ink. Oh, thank you, Estella. I've had this shirt for years, but I take care of my clothes, so wash it inside out. Don't put it in the dryer. Love my shirt. You get a sample ink paste. When you go to use it, you mash it up. Tear open the top. You can use your ink, and then to preserve it, fold it down, put it in a Ziploc baggie. It is reusable because you won't use the whole packet. You also get a squeegee. This is our surface. This is a garden flag. So you get the garden flag. This is really nice material, and it has the hole in it so that you can put your garden flag pole through it. Very, very nice. It's like canvas material. You all, of course, get instructions. And you get your stencil. So like I said, a complete kit in a box. Home sweet home. I love that. That's very, very pretty. So we are going to craft this evening. And if anyone is interested in the craft club, just put craft club in the comments. Or, you know, if they're still undecided, that's fine. I don't bug people. I'll ask them once and then I'll leave it alone. Me joining craft club is how I started with Magnolia. I did it just for the craft club. And then I signed on as an affiliate so that I can get the 35% discount, but I liked it so much and I'm already a crafter, so I decided to start doing it live just because everyone was telling me how well I craft and that they love my craft products. So at that time, that's when I started to decide to come on live, start doing some of the events. It took me a while to get comfortable coming on camera, of course, as you all know, but you know, with friends like Yachty, Estella, Ann, you know, and Amy, and all you guys just make me so comfortable to come on and do my lives and everything. So I still get a little nervous before I start. I don't know why, but I think it's just nervous energy of me wanting to show you, you know, what we're gonna do. Excuse me. All right, so I also have decided I'm not going to use this ribbon. I'll save it for another project. What I am going to use is one of these fabrics that my wonderful friend Michelle, who lives in Virginia, who I've known for more than 25 years, known her for almost 30 years. She sent me this African fabric. And in honor of Black History Month, I'm going to use this. Hi, Yachty, my friend. Welcome, welcome. So she sent me this fabric, and I think it's just absolutely beautiful. Look at this fabric. She went to an African store, and she bought some fabric, and she cut off a few pieces for me, and I'm so thankful that she just cut this off for me, because I just needed, I told her I don't need no big pieces. Shoot, cut me off a little bit, I'll be fine. I have to say, this one is my favorite. I really do love that. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I know that there's a store here in Dallas, but they closed and they moved. I don't know where they are. And same thing happened to her, but I'm glad she was able to find hers. And what I've decided to use is I'm going to use this one. I happen to like this one for this specific project. I really wanted to use this one, but because I'm cutting small strips, I wanted to, if I use this, I want to make sure I get one of the full flowers. So I have to think of a project to use this, and I think I already have one in mind where I'll actually use all three of the materials, and I'm going to Mod Podge. I think I'll do it next week. Is Mod Podge them on these three houses and make them a 3 set. I'm a Mod Podge them on these. So we definitely have to do that. I was thinking what I was going to do with these, so that's a perfect idea now that I've seen them. So I'm going to have to prep everything, but this is what we're going to do with this. Slight glare on my surface. Down here, I don't notice a glare, but let me see. Is that better? I moved the light a little. I moved the light slightly up. I hope that works better for you. Okay, good. Good. Want everybody to be able to see all this goodness that we're working with. I was going to wait to do my craft club, but it might be the plastic. but I changed my mind. I didn't want to wait till the end of the month like I've been doing to do my craft club. I wanted to do it now. So let's do the fabric first. We're going to cut a couple of strips to go across. And again, there's a hole at the top for your garden pole. So I want to make sure the way I do this that it doesn't mess up. I'm just going to, this is just a flat dowel. I don't know if you want to call it a dowel since it's flat, but so you can see. So it'll go in just like this. Now they do sell the garden flag poles at Dollar Tree. I don't know how sturdy that would be, but they have them at Walmart right now. Home Depot has them, Lowe's has them, but your garden flag will sit like this. So I really like that. So just for these purposes, I'm going to leave this in here so I can see exactly where I want to put my fabric. And you know what? You can do the front and you can do one on the back. It just depends on you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ribbon so I can get an estimate of where I want to cut my fabric. I think I want to cut off the end so at least some of this will be on there. Let's see. I think we'll just go this way. And I will be using fabric hot glue instead of regular hot glue. Hi Tina, welcome. Hey Nancy, hey Kimmy. Estella, my friend Michelle, got this fabric from an African store in Virginia. I was saying I had been looking for one here in Dallas. There was one, but they moved and I didn't know where they moved to. So when she showed me this fabric, I asked her to send me a few pieces, and I told her I didn't need a lot, just enough, and so she sent me some. So she always does that. You know, she calls me and she was showing me and she was like, oh, I like this one, I like this one. And of course I was like, oh, I like that one, I like that one. You know, it's great when you and your girlfriend have the same taste. So you know whatever she gets is gonna be beautiful. And again, I'm going to be using fabric hot glue. And I chose to tear this, or rip this, I should say, ripping fabric. I didn't want the straight lines, but I wanted it straight enough, you know. I don't know if any of you saw on my page about beware of another fake invoice going out about Norton. And as you all know, I love to call them out on their little games. So I called the number that was on the fake invoice, and they was like, oh, well, you know, do you know anyone in Dayton, Ohio? I was like, no, I don't know anyone in Dayton, Ohio. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? So the lady said, well, it's showing that your IP address is open to the public. I was like, oh no. Well, what should I do? Now, I know my IP address is not open to the public because I have a VPN on my internet. A VPN basically scrambles your IP address. So even though I'm sitting in Dallas, when I go online to a hacker or someone, it will look like I'm in New York, Chicago, California, even in Europe. So that's why I have that. And actually mine is through McAfee. So Spectrum, I also have Spectrum Internet, which adds an additional layer. So as soon as I let them do their little spiel and talking about, okay, well, are you calling from an Android or an iPhone? I was like, oh, well, what does that matter? She said, well, we need you to log on to our server so we can see what's going on. I said, well, why would I sign on to your server? Can't you just reverse the charges? And she goes, well, ma'am. I said, well, why are you getting upset? I said, besides, my IPN is not public because I have a VPN. She hung up on me. I'm sorry. I love being petty Patty. And if anyone's named Patty, I'm sorry that wasn't nice, but I like being petty to them. If you're gonna try to scam me, I'm gonna get you back one way or another. So I called back and I said, why are they hanging up on me? They say they're trying to help me, but they're hanging up on me. I did this to 4 different people. The last one, I said something very unpleasant to him, but I let him know. Stop scamming people. Get a real job. But yeah, it's from India because you can hear a lot of people in the background. And one of the ladies, she made a mistake when she said, thank you for calling Amazon. I mean Norton. So yeah, my cousin said I shouldn't do that, but you know what? Why not? She was like, just delete it, ignore them. I said, I need them to understand they're going to catch the wrong person, like the guy Parodi, who actually does YouTube videos on it. And of course, I sent the information to him. And what he likes to do is call them, and while he's on the phone with them, they hack into their system and delete the phone numbers and the information that they got from people, and actually have called a couple of people and told them do not send the money. One lady had actually sent them $5,000 and she was able to intercept it from FedEx. So like him, that is why I do this, is so that people don't get scammed. And they love to do it to senior citizens. And that's why I talk about it. That's why I post it, because I do not want anyone to get scammed for their hard-earned money. If they're a retiree, that means they worked to get that money to pay for their retirement. So why should someone just come along and feel that they're entitled to that person's money? So that's why I do it. So, ladies, are you ready? I know y'all tired of me talking, but I just like people to be informed. I don't want nobody to get taken for a ride, especially if it's not a ride that they asked for. So, is everyone ready for the weekend? I'm ready for the weekend. I have 2 separate events this weekend. On Saturday, we are doing our crafting with paper. And on Sunday, I am doing, I do believe that one is Spring is in the Air. I'm trying to keep them all straight, because also next weekend, I think that one is called Spring Fling. Yachty, please make sure I'm doing that correctly. But yes, on Saturday, it's going to be me, Yachty, and Design Your Day with Patsy Ray. I go on at 5. Yachty goes on at 6. Patsy Ray at 7. And those are Central Times. All right, so let's get this party started. And again, this is fabric hot glue. And that's why I said I have a lot of different glue guns. Oops, sorry. Hot glue thingies. Can't say the other G word. Yes, I love paper crafting too. And I'm going to show how to make 2 different types of boxes. I think that'd be great on how to make 2 different types of boxes. I know someone had asked me to do how to make a box. So I'm going to do a regular box and then I'm going to do a special type of box. I don't know how many of you were on here when I did the little treasure box for my great niece. But in keeping in style with that, I am going to show you how to do a book box. And I think you all would really enjoy that. So I'm going to do this in stages so that I can try to keep it as straight as possible. Spring is in the air, February 19th, and then Spring Fling the following weekend. Thank you, Yachty. See, I didn't forget this time, Yachty. Yachty was like, Tracy, why didn't you talk about this? I was so stressed last week coming up on doing that mystery box challenge, but I think I did a really good job. I think all the ladies did a really good job. You know, first I couldn't think of what I was going to do, and you know, sometimes I dream about doing certain crafts and I put those into action. Some things I can be sitting here painting it, move something over, and there's my idea. So you never know where an idea is going to come from. So, or just, you know, asking you ladies, is there something specific that you would like to see done? And then I'll do it that way. Oh, thank you, Estella. I think we did too. You know, for me, like I said, I used everything that was in the box except for 2 items. And that was the gnome on the stick, and there was a key that she has sent me. Those were the only 2 items I did not use. But I told her I was going to use everything. And I do mean everything she sent me, I told her I was going to use. And I did, for the most part. I love gnomes, so I'll just put the gnome in the stick. I'm going to make a planter box. And with some flowers. And that's where I'm going to put my little gnomie, so he can have a permanent home in my gnome room. I hope that didn't take too long. I just want it to be straight. You know, I could have went fast, but since this is for me, I wanted to do it correctly. All right, let's turn this around. Let's get this side done. Thank you, Yachty. I appreciate that, girlfriend. You know, sometimes my mind, if I told Yachty, sometimes if I don't write it down, I will not remember. And I had talked to my doctor about that, and she told me it's a process. It is definitely a process. So I try to put everything on my calendar now so I don't forget in the names of them. So they all are in my calendar. Okay, this one does not want to tear, so that's fine. We'll just cut it and free it. Again, I want to thank you ladies for being here this evening. I know you could have spent your time doing something else, but I appreciate you spending that time with me. You know, one night I couldn't sleep and I didn't realize, you know, people across the pond in the UK, a lot of them, when they do their lives, of course, it's during their time. There's some pretty good crafters, and they are hilarious. One of their favorite things to say is "Bob is your uncle." So the first time I heard somebody say that, I put in the comments, I put laughing faces, and so they asked me where I was from, and I put USA, and they was like, yep, that's one of our favorite sayings, Bob's your uncle. That tickled me to no end. So I said, one of these nights when I can't sleep, I'm just going to go live, just talk to myself. You know, maybe I'll continue to get over my nervousness about being on camera. But it's, like I said, it's gotten a lot better from when I first did my live. So I hope you ladies come out and support us for our next event. It would be great to have you. Estella, I always see you on there when you're watching people and support. You're a big supporter. And I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that so much. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing the Magnolia February Craft Club kit. Oh, good. I will be glad to see you, Estella. It is a garden flag. It comes with ribbon, but I chose to use this beautiful African print fabric. And again, in case you don't know about the craft club, it comes with everything you need to create something beautiful. Comes with instructions, comes with the squeegee, the surface, whether it's fabric or piece of wood. And again, I was using fabric hot glue. Okay, there it is. What do you think, ladies? All right, we are ready to stencil. I do have an ink mat, but I forgot to grab it. So we are going to use some parchment paper. Oh, it's okay, Kimmy. I appreciate you being here. Kimmy's having some technical difficulties. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You're working with fabric and cutting it. It gets all over the material you're about to stencil, but I don't want that underneath my paint because then it won't lay right. So we'll just use a old school technique. Instead of trying to pull it off with my fingernails. All right, got that all cleaned up. All right, everybody ready for spring? I know I'm ready for spring. Okay, here's my fuzzy towel, my fuzzing towel. I tap the towel to get some fuzz on the back of my stencil. Okay, again, here is our stencil. And it is Home Sweet Home. Nice size stencil. I really do love this stencil. Okay, let's write the name of it on the back of it. And again, if anyone is interested in the craft club, just put craft club in the comments. You don't have to, because if you don't trust me, I will not call you, message you, email you, and bug you. That choice is totally yours. They only ask for a 3-month commitment. And it is $22.99 plus tax in your area. And I do believe the flat fee shipping rate is $5 or $5.95. After 3 months, you don't like it, you cancel it. No questions asked. They'll just say thank you for your business. Call us if you have any questions. And that is it. Okay, so I'm going to fuzz this, get a little fuzz on it. And if you don't have a tacky towel, you can use your t-shirt. You can use your pants. You can use a kitchen towel. Just don't use a bath towel. You know, as a matter of fact, you know what? You don't even need to fuzz it. I totally forgot, when it's fabric, you don't have to fuzz it. I'm so used to doing hard surfaces. I very rarely do fabric because of the ink. I'm not very good with doing the ink, but I figure the more I do it, the better I will get at it. You know what they always say, practice makes perfect. But you know, with me crafting, the only thing I did with fabric was to make bows and that type of thing. This was not in my wheelhouse, but now it is, and I absolutely love it. And for this one, I am going to use Old Glory Blue and Coal Black chalk ink. Again, ink is for fabric and for ceramic. Okay. And then once I get this done, I'm going to let it sit for approximately 24 hours or maybe 4 hours. And then I can iron it, and that will set the ink into the fabric. So I want to make sure all of this is down. You know, there was a comment in one of the questions was, why did mine come out why did it come out kind of blurry? And sometimes if you use too much ink, it will do that. I've already stirred my inks up before I started. So again, to recap, for the kit you get your surface, which is the flag. You get your stencil, a squeegee, your ink, directions, and it came with a ribbon. So gives you everything you need to complete a beautiful project. So let's see. All right, ladies. I think I'm gonna do it this way. Let's go with the blue. Don't need a lot, just a little bit goes a long way. So I'm gonna do the sweet and the greenery in blue, and I'm gonna do the homes in black. Now remember, you don't have to do it this way. You can do it whatever way you want to. Do what makes your eyes happy. That's what I always say. What I want to do is inspire you, for you to do what makes you happy. When you create something, do what makes you happy. I'm just here for suggestions and inspiration. Because the color I use may not be the colors you want to use, and that is great. That means you already have something in mind. It's something that you want to do. But this Home Sweet Home stencil is not available outside the craft club. Probably not until the end of the year, where they open up the vault like they did this past winter during Christmas, and they allow some of the stencils to be available outside the craft club. And I got my glass baking pan of water right next to me. Those close. When it comes to the ink, I definitely stir it up. I don't want any big clumps going into the mesh and settling in on my design. But you do want to make sure it's all covered. And I try not to go over it too many times, maybe once or twice. And of course, get the excess off. I think that looks beautiful. All right. Oh, I don't see that on there. Hold on. I see some of the blue didn't go down. So this is a good thing. I didn't pull it all the way off. So since it's still on, I'm just going to take some more ink. And I'm going to, this is another thing. I'm so afraid of putting too much down. Sometimes I don't put enough down. But because I didn't lift it all the way, I can check it and see now it looks like too much on there. But it's okay. I'm still going to go with it. I'm fine with it. It looks vintage, so we're going to go with it. Because I feel like if I do it again, it's going to be too much. Put this in my pan of water. There it is. What do you ladies think? I think it's beautiful. I think it came out really, really nice. So again, what I'll do is, I don't know how I got, oh, that's just fabric. Is as you can see on the back, you can't see anything, right? So what you can do is you can stencil something else on the back of this. That's what I do love about this fabric. But I always take extra precautions and cover my surface in case it did go through. So I will post this on the website because I think I'm going to use, I think I have some blue yarn upstairs that I can use and some natural beads, and I will post this on my Facebook page. And again, I want to thank you ladies for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kimmy and Kathy, Estella, Yadi, Michelle, all you ladies for being here. I really do appreciate it. You spending your time with me this evening, and I hope you learned something about ink, and I like it. I'm going to keep it because it does look a little vintage, so I'm going to just leave it just the way it is. Because it is mine, that's why I don't mind. So I'm going to keep it like it is. I hope you learned something this evening. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please put them in the comments and I'll definitely get back to you. Kimmy, I was glad that you were able to get back on. Hi, Nancy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. If I missed anything, I'll definitely go back and read the comments and answer any questions. Again, hope to see you all Thursday. Thursday evening, I'm going to do the tassels and the pom-poms using the Magnolia tassel maker. I know somebody asked me about that last week and this past weekend. So I'm definitely going to use this, and I'll show you how I tie off my tassels, because my tassels are tied off where the knot is not on the outside of the wrap, it's on the inside. So I will definitely show you that. I'll try to use a different camera holder so that I can bring you in close and you can see from the top the way that I tie it and give you a good tutorial on doing tassels, whether you have this or what I used to use was my hand or a piece of cardboard, just so that you can make beautiful tassels. Also with the pom-poms, someone gifted me with the pom-pom maker, because I was going to buy a pom-pom maker. I got this and I made pom-poms on it, but someone did gift me with some pom-pom makers. I haven't used them yet. I have not used them yet. Maybe I might use it, but I want to show you how to use it on one of these if all you have is one of these or just a piece of cardboard, because you can still do it on a piece of cardboard or just using your hand. So ladies, with that being said, again, I thank you for spending these minutes with me. It's greatly appreciated as always. I hope you learned something. I hope I inspired you to create something beautiful, even if it's not this, but just to go out and create. Thank you, Estella. Good night. And just create something beautiful, something that speaks to you, that you want to do for yourself. So with that being said, thank you, Yadi. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your evening. Be safe, be happy, be healthy, but most of all, be blessed. Thank you. Good night, friends. Loves. Bye-bye.